Hi everybody, welcome to Lost and Found Farms. Today we're going to talk about this 1 gallon bolt tree. As you can see, it's got some new growth. When I bought it, it was here. It's put off one more growth spurt, and it looks like it's getting ready to push another growth growth spurt. So what's the big deal with this bolt mango tree? I don't know. I haven't tried it, but it gets good reviews. It's a very rare tree. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because a lot of people said I got ripped off. I'm not going to tell you what I paid for the tree, but it was about double the price of other 3-gallon trees. And they said they were sorry for me and this, that, and the other thing. So I decided to make a video about it because it's all about what? Supply and demand. There's very little supply of this. So that means the demand goes up. When the demand goes up, people pay more. Now, this would be a ripoff if the guy said, hey, I have $35 trees. Why don't you come over to my place? And then he charges me a lot more than that. That's not what happened. I called the guy on the phone. I said, do you have bolt trees? I'm looking for a bolt because I've heard about them and I hear you sell them and there's not too many around. He's like, I do. So I went there, looked around. I said, hey, where's your bolt trees? He said, they're over there. They're expensive. He said, but I have other very reasonably priced mango trees that I graph right here. He said, would you like to look at those? I was like, no, not really. I'm interested in the bolt. So he showed me a 7-gallon, which I wasn't really in the market to pay for. And then he showed me these 1 gallons. Now this 1-gallon tree had two growth spurts on it, which is pretty much the same as the 3-gallon trees you get everywhere else. I could put this into a 3-gallon pot and now I got a 3-gallon tree. That's how that works. Anyway, why did I pay a lot more for this tree? Well, I heard about it. I know a lot of people don't have it, and I wanted it. Why did people pay more money for expensive houses? Because they want them. It's the same as everything else. Why are eggs so high? Well, because everybody's eating eggs, and people get to charge what they want. We live in a free country. People could charge whatever they want. He didn't force me to buy this tree. Nobody forced me to buy this tree. I wanted it. I asked him how much it was. He told me. I said, okay. And I gave him the money, and there we go. I have a bolt tree. It's just there's a lot of negative comments that I see where people are like, that's not right, and that's not fair. Everything should be cheaper. Bacon should be cheaper. Everything should be cheaper. I'd like everything for free, too. I don't get everything for free. If I want something and it's expensive, I make more money and I go get it. That's kind of the democracy we live in. I'm kind of a capitalist. I don't want the government setting prices on things. I don't want the government telling people what they could charge for those things. Now, do I agree when in the supermarket a box of cereal that used to be 1 pound is now half empty because it's only 12 ounces, but they still charge you for the big box? No. If I'm mad and I don't like it, I don't buy it. If I want it, I will buy it. That's what a free market is. If you don't have a free market, then you have communism. If you want the president to control prices, you have communism. And whenever the government starts controlling things, it's usually terrible. I don't want the government to control things. I don't want them to control the price of trees because then people are going to stop growing trees. I'm very happy with this. I'm very happy with the other trees I have. The person who sold this to me has a lot of other trees at very reasonable prices. He's very knowledgeable. The tree was in very good shape. That's all I want. I wanted this tree. I paid more for it. Same as I could go get a button-up dress shirt from Walmart and pay $15, or I could go get a Ralph Lauren button-up shirt and pay $100 for it. It's the same shirt. Ralph Lauren's not ripping me off. I want something, I buy it. Simple as that. Back to this tree, this Bolt mango tree. The guy who came up with this tree is a scientist. I don't know him personally. I've never met him. His name's Dr. Richard Campbell, and he's a second generation scientist who studies mangoes, and I believe his children, or at least one of his children, are getting their PhD. So that'll be the third generation of mango scientist slash farmer in Florida. So we're going back 100 years almost, where this guy kind of has been raising mangoes in his backyard, and he tries to get small mangoes. He breeds them to be precocious, meaning that they produce early. He wants them to taste good because he wants a lousy tasting mango, and he breeds them for disease resistant things that grow good in his yard. And he's been there forever. His parents were there forever, and everybody knows this is the mango guy. They flock to his house during mango season and buy his mangoes. One of the ones that I don't know that he grafted it, but I believe it's a hybrid. This Bolt is a hybrid. And between a non-mango, a very close cousin of the mango, and a mango. And he came up with this, which is a moderate grower. It's not super big. It won't get super big. And it's supposedly a very, very great tasting mango. It's easy to grow. It's disease resistant. It's everything you would want in a mango. Now, is it better, twice as good as any other mango? I don't know. I'll let you know when I get to have a fruit off it. But I know there's not many of them, and I noticed there was one for sale, and I was like, there's not many of them. I want them. I have a lot of things that I probably don't need. I have a lot of things that I probably paid too much money for. But you know what? I'm happy. I got what I want. I have a whole bunch of other trees out there that I'm going to be planting out at my, I bought 10 acres out in East Punta Gorda, and I'm going to be planting mangoes, probably some avocados, mostly mangoes, but some avocados, maybe some sapodillas, maybe some sort of mamey, maybe like a green sapote type of thing that grows a little bit better over here, some atamoya, and we'll see what else I'm going to be doing. But I did just want to have this little video on this Bolt tree, and if you see a tree that's more expensive than other trees and you go look at it and you want it and you want to buy it. If you don't want to buy it, don't buy it. You can buy Tommy, which are those ones that you see in the grocery store. They're called Tommies. They're big, not great. They grow pretty good. It's a Florida mango, and you could buy one of those trees, a Tommy Atkins tree, for probably $25. Most of the Zill varieties, which is mostly what I carry, they sell for more money, $45. Why? Because they're better, and people want them. Remember what we said? Supply, demand. That's how our country works. When there's little supply, there's big demand. There's a big demand for this tree. I decided to buy it. Nobody ripped me off, and everyone should be able to charge whatever they want. I should be able to sell this tree for $200. I could list it on Facebook and sell it for $200. Is it worth $200? I don't think so. But somebody who can't find one, who really wants one, might say, yeah, I'll give you $200 for it. And then it's worth it to them. So why should the government decide what's worth what to who? We should decide that. You should decide that. Anyway, I'm looking forward to planting this little Bolt mango tree here shortly. Probably, we're in September. I'll probably plant it in October. That'll give the sun, take a little bit of the edge off of the harsh sun that we have right now. Anyway, thanks for tuning in to Lost and Found Farms. If you have any comments, put them down below. You have any questions, put them down below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I don't know, whatever else you can think of. Anyway, thank you for joining me, and I hope you guys all have a good day. Thank you.